Good day, everyone. For today's video, I will be discussing about organization and management, but we are to focus on the difference between centralized and decentralized organization, and also with the types of organizational structure. By the way, in your own thinking, how it is going to be like when there is no organizational structure in your workplace? Well, things went right. And in your workplaces, how is decision making are made? Is it from the top authority, like the CEO, the president, the board of directors, or is everyone within the organization has the right to suggest or a chance to contribute ideas in making decisions? So, making decisions is very important in every business. Why? Isang mali mo lang pwedeng ikabagsak ng negosyo mo. Okay? So, these questions will be answered as we go along with our discussions. So, we begin. First, we are to differentiate centralized and decentralized organization. Now, when we say centralized organization, it is when decision making are done by higher level authorities. All of the power is concentrated on a certain individual or group of individuals, like the CEO or the Chief Executive Officer or the President of the company or the Board of Directors. So it is a top-down decision making, meaning decisions are done by the top management only and is implemented down to frontline employees. Now, because the control lies at the top of the organization, one of the advantage in centralized organization is that it is controlled and stable. But on the other hand, there is a poor upward communication. So for example, a newly hired employee has the expertise on marketing. His or her ideas will be wasted because he doesn't have the chance to share ideas during board meetings. Kasi nga, decisions are mostly from the top authority. And also, many business are centralized, especially those small organizations, because owners has to control and maintain the business on their own. Now we go to the decentralized organization. The decision-making authority affecting an organization is distributed. The control is spread out, meaning anyone within the organization has the chance to suggest or make decisions for the success of the company. So in here, some large companies are into decentralization since those companies may have branches or divisions. So local managers has the decision-making power. Okay? So they can impart decisions as may be required. Alright, so this decentralized organization can increase employees' motivation and there is a sense of ownership, but of course, they are accountable to it. And also, one of the disadvantage of decentralization is that conflict may occur because there can be lack of uniformity. But The top management can always intervene if needed. Now, we go to the types of organizational structure. Now, there are emerging organizational structure. What am I going to present is the most common organizational structure. Okay, first, the functional structure. Functional structure, it is when um, it groups people with the same skills, uses similar tools or work processes, or people are grouped together on the basis of their common expertise and experiences, or because they use the same resources. For example, a marketing department is run by marketing professionals, those who have skills pertaining advertisements, merchandising, and promotion of products. And also in finance department, personnels are those accountants, finance graduate, and bookkeepers, because these people have wide knowledge on managing money. Okay, so another example is R&D personnel are those who are good in research and personnel development. Sales department personnel are those people who have talents in persuading customers to increase sales and many more. So this is functional form of organizational structure because again they group people according to their functions. That's why it is called functional structure. I hope this is clear. Now we go to divisional structure. It is said, collection of functions organized around a particular geographic structure, product or service or product structure, and market. It is termed market structure. So this structure is often used by large companies with a variety of products and multiple branches. For example, geographic division are those separated by districts, territories, or regions. So they are called geographic structure. And in market division, they are separated by market, most commonly on the customer type. Product division, these people is dedicated to a particular product only. For example, in Unilever, there are teams who concentrates their jobs on cream silk product only. Other types of products are also run by other group of personnel. So that's why it is called divisional structure. All right. Now we go to the matrix structure. It is when employees have to report to both a project and a product team and to a functional manager. So in here, employees have a dual reporting of duties. So for example, an IT personnel belongs to technical department, right? And if and when there is changes into new program, for example, or project, that certain IT personnel will also report to a project manager. So there is a dual reporting of duties. That is why it is called matrix structure. Now we go to the team-based structure. So it can be a horizontal or vertical team that can define parts of all of the organization, and it focuses on problem solving. Halimbawa, may problem on sales. Bumababa ang sales ng company. So this concern may push the top management to create a team to focus on that certain problem. Okay? Tatawag siya ngayon ng personnel that defines parts of the organization like one representative from sales department, some representative came from marketing department, finance, research and development, and HR department. So these people, this group of people now will become a team focusing on one goal, and that is solving the problem. Okay? Maganda to because they will work collaboratively for the same goal. So this would increase employee performance and productivity because they are empowered to do the task. Okay? Next is the Lattice organizational structure. So this is a cross-functional and cross-level sub-team are formed and dissolved as necessary to complete specific tasks. So in Lattice, they can be formed and they can also be dissolved as needed to do specific tasks only. Okay? Nadi-dissolve din sila kung hindi na kailangan. Alright, so we go to the network-based structure. Okay? It is a collection of autonomous units or firms that act as a single larger entity using social mechanism for coordination and control. Now, when we say autonomous, these are independent business units that in some way can help your company. Managers in this structure, the network base, managers are often coordinating with external businesses. In here, you can have reference to other business policies. There can be a spread of resources as business firms can't stand alone. Yes, they can't stand alone. They need a community like other business firms for help and easy flow of information. So there is open communication, right? Because communication is very helpful, especially when you are planning for a business expansion and also with having business opportunities. All right? So for your questions, just comment below. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.